Hi, I'm Michelle, and this is my explant journey. I want to talk about my symptoms from how I remember them, how they started, that I still struggle with today, and the new ones that are still. That's the thing about BII. The symptoms stack. They don't go away. You get new ones. You get lots of new ones. So the reason I got implants is because I used to do bodybuilding. And when you do bodybuilding, I did like 3 shows back when I was much younger. And you get your body fat super low, your breast tissue's gone, super flat chested. I was probably a C naturally, but after doing the bodybuilding shows, I was down to like maybe an A. And so I was super small chested after bodybuilding, probably an A or a B, super small. And so then I get the implants, and I got sick right away. I'd say within the first year. I went up to 153 pounds. I couldn't digest food. When I ate, it would slowly come like 2-3 hours later. The food would just be sitting here all fermented and sick, very sick feeling. Eventually, the poor digestion led to me passing whole food. I was passing food, wasn't digested. So I became a raw foodist for 2.5 years. So I could digest just like simple raw food things. I'm not even going to list the foods, but I also walked 3 miles in the morning and 3 miles at night, an hour in the morning, an hour at night, tears running down my face, just trying to keep my weight from going even higher, even though I was minimally eating. And so being raw foodist allowed me to get my body back to where I could limp along, which is where I'm still at today, 21 years later. Tons of food sensitivities. Poor digestion is like a big one with the BII, breast implant illness. So I make it sound small, but it was huge to not be able to digest food and have tons of food sensitivities. Next was restless leg. And the thing about restless leg is it zaps you right when you're falling to sleep. No sleep for you. Lots of like electrocution through your body. Started it in my legs. Then it became a full body restless leg. Shoulders, arms, hands. I still suffer with it today, 21 years later. At the time when it first started, I literally would have to like boil myself in hot water. I'd turn the hot tub on as hot as I could stand it to get my nerves to calm down. And I would use things like heating pads and just things to kind of limp along. And the restless leg, I go to the doctor. They just put you on medicines that make it worse. And so we have restless leg and poor digestion. Next, what showed up was the chronic pain. I have a horrible pain in my hips and bones and muscles, joints. And I would say it felt like having a toothache or a headache in your bones. You go to the doctor, they give you medicine that don't work or makes it worse. And so still to this day, I struggle with that. And early menopause was the next one. At 40 years old, I was fully menopausal. No explanation from doctors. They just get, one of my prescriptions. Brain fog's huge. Brain fog is horrible. You forget what you're saying mid-sentence. You forget what you're doing right in the middle of doing it. Intermittent depression. Very intermittent. You can just be feeling so great and then just gets really dark really quick. And you go to the doctor and you tell them, or I would tell them, I don't understand. I have a good life. I'm extremely happy. I feel like my body is attacking itself. It feels like it just shows up. I have no control over it and then it goes away. What is wrong with me? Of course, out comes the script, more medicine. I don't use them. I don't take them. They don't work. They make me sicker. The thing about antidepressants is they make restless leg worse. Okay, so I write them down because I just brain fog. And the newest one is anxiety. I would just get crippled with anxiety, terror attacks, waking me up in the middle of the night in total terror. Like your body's telling you the house is on fire, you're dying. Terror, total terror. So I pull myself out of bed, go outside and just show myself everything's okay. That's been absolutely terrifying. Most of the 20 years with BII, since I've got these, I've really struggled to keep my weight down. But these last probably 4 or 5 years, it plummeted. It went down to 125, which is super light for me. Actually around 122. And tried to put the weight back on, which was weird. And it wouldn't. I just wouldn't. But then it dropped to 118, and that scared me. And then with that, in between meals, I would just get sick. Way more than, ooh, I wait too long without eating, or my blood sugar's dropping, I feel bad. This is total power down. I'm dying. It's over. Just power down. And when I eat, I wouldn't even come back up all the way. So these last probably 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 now, I've been force feeding myself in the morning, pushing lots of protein, lots of just balanced food, and it's gotten me along. Of course, I'm not going to run to the doctor just to get on more medicine that I'm not going to take. So that's been the scariest one. Those are my breast implant illness symptoms, and I explant this March. I'm super excited to watch them go away, and I'm not going to deter anyone from getting them. The reason I do this symptom thing is because if you get implants and suddenly you can't digest, suddenly your bones hurt, suddenly you're rashing, and you can't sleep, your hair's falling out, your weight's dropping, your weight's skyrocketing, you won't know here. A lot of girls with implants do get sick here. They get hardened, they leak, they move. Then you know there's a problem. But the problem with BII is it sends problems throughout the whole body. You don't know that it's coming from here. So if you get the implants, pay attention to your body if you start to hurt or not be able to digest food and so many other things. So those are my symptoms, and I'm super excited to watch them dissipate after I explant. Thank you.